So this is quite simple. You combine the thin nature of a phone plus a little bit of power from a laptop mixed with a tablet, and then combine it together and you get this. So right off the bat, you look at the slim packaging. As a matter of fact, the package is so slim that I thought when I bought it at first, just looking at it from the packet, I'm like, this doesn't seem like a laptop to me. It's so slim. But to my greatest surprise, it is what I ordered. It is a Samsung Galaxy ProBook Pro laptop. It has two versions of this actual tier, and it has another version that has two tiers as well. What am I saying when I mean tiers? I mean two types. So the first version is the Samsung Galaxy ProBook Pro 360, which is a two-in-one laptop. So you can flip it up and then have it used as a tablet, or flip it back up and have it used as a laptop. And then this version is the regular notebook version. So you can either get the 360 or the regular notebook. As far as colors go, you have this mystic blue. I think you have it in silver or something white as well. So let's dive down into the specs with this laptop. First off, looking at this laptop, it is so thin. Look at this. Thin. Let's see how it compares to a smartphone. Just take a look at that. It's kind of the same, you see that? Look. That's how thin it is. It is really thin. And to my greatest surprise, it's not bad as far as specs go. It's really not bad at all. It does the job. So talking about specs, Thunderbolt port is available. Thunderbolt 4. You have USB 3.2. You have a micro SD card slot that is expandable memory of up to 2 terabytes. What else you get? HDMI cable and a USB-C Type-C cable. Actually, the charger is a Type-C port charger. So if you get this notebook, don't be confused when you see a Type-C port and you're wondering if this is the charger or this is a kind of cable for something else. It's actually the charging cable. So you plug in your Type-C cable to the charging port, which is right here. I don't know if you can see that, but no, I'm sorry, right there. I don't know if you can see that clearly. Who knows, maybe the camera just blurred it out. So 13.3 inches screen, thin bezels, AMOLED display, crisp clear pictures, blue is blue, black is black, red is red. Really looks crispy clean with that thin bezels. As for your RAM, you have an 8 GB version RAM and you have a 16 GB version RAM. Now for size, this is 13.3 inches, and there's also a 15 inches also version of this laptop. It's kind of similar to the 360. In fact, they have the same specs as far as specs goes, just some few upgrades on the 360, like the Wi-Fi of this is a Wi-Fi 6 and the 360 is a Wi-Fi 6E. So just a little small differences like that. The 2-in-1 touchscreen, this is not a touchscreen, it's just a regular notebook. So you have that little differences when it comes to the 360 and the ProBook. So what else will you get with this laptop as far as storage goes? Now for your storage, you get 8GB 128GB storage, you get 8GB 256, 8GB 512. This is an 8GB 512. For your processor, you're looking at a Core i5 or an i7. The i5, you can get it in 2.4 gigahertz processing power, or you can get it in 2.8 gigahertz processing power. If you want to turbo boost it to 4.0, it's allowed. You can turbo boost your laptop to 4.0, although I don't recommend anyone turbo boosting their laptops and overclocking it. It doesn't help your computer. Your computer won't last long when you overclock it all the time. But yeah, pretty much 2.80 gigahertz processing speed and turbo boost to 4.0 if you feel like it. Now for your battery life, the 13 inches actually is a 21-hour battery life, and I think the 15-inch is 20 hours, 1 hour difference, which is very weird, kind of 1 hour difference. Anyway, but it's kind of better than most laptops, because I was looking at other notebooks as well, and I tried to see if I can get the Asus ZenBook, and I was checking that out, and I saw that the battery is kind of I think 14 hours, if not less than that. But it's pretty much because of the different specifications and the different chipset that is in the laptop that allows it to use so much processing power and then take up battery, depending on what you're doing with it. If you're watching movies with the laptop on battery, I don't think it'll last that long. If you're playing video games, I don't think it'll last that long. So it just really depends on what actual use you have for your laptop. So right out the gate, it pretty much has facial recognition, fingerprint sensor right on the on button. If you want to use a fingerprint sensor, you can use that as well. If you want to use your password, you can use that. Or if you want to use facial recognition as well, it's up to you. Just choose one. It's pretty much a new. You get that Intel Evo chip inside, which is kind of great. As well as for the keyboard goes, the keyboard is really spaced out and gives you that comfort, especially for a guy like me who never really used any notebooks before. I think I'm pretty impressed with the keyboard. One of the problems I've always looked at with notebooks, don't get me wrong, some people might say, okay, you just being shallow at this point. But yeah, it's kind of a shallow thinking. I just always thought that using a notebook won't be that comfortable because of how tight and small it is. It's like compacting a PC, like I said, into a really small space. So, you have all tight keyboards, I think little mouse, and I don't think it is that comfortable for me. But using this laptop, I pretty much say the keyboard is pretty spaced out a little bit. The mouse pad is really soft. I have to say the mouse pad was the most impressive feature about this notebook that I liked. It's really soft, and when you're using it, the sensitivity is kind of just, I don't know how to put it. It's just moderate. Like, you have that moderate sensitivity. It's not overly hypersensitive, and at the same time the mouse pad is just really soft. I mean, all these things are things that as far as sensitivity goes, that you can calibrate on your own when you go to your Microsoft settings and mouse settings and calibrate your sensitivity mode and all that kind of stuff. But as far as the mouse pad goes, it is really soft. Most people really don't like using the mouse of an actual system, especially with laptops, because of when it comes to posterior and when it comes to that positioning of your arms on the mouse pad, it's kind of uncomfortable at some point. So people prefer having an external mouse with their laptops or notebooks. But I have to say that with this one, not quite, you wouldn't really have that much problem, because just using that mouse, moving it around, it's really comfortable. So for your screen, that 13.3 inch AMOLED display or 15.5 inch display, it's kind of really looks bright and crisp, especially when you put the brightness up all the way full. So pretty much this is what I have to say about this laptop overall. So like I said, few comparisons here and there with the 360 version, nothing too obvious as far as specs goes. You get the same things, i7 on the other side as well, and 2.80 gigahertz, also overclockable to 4.0. It really just depends on what you want. As far as price, this laptop starts at $579, and on Amazon I got this one because this version is the i7 512 version that I have with me here, so it's about 1,000 plus for this. I'll actually leave a link in the description below to the seller that I got it from on Amazon, and yeah, I will leave a link in the description below. So it depends on really what you want. So who will this be for? Pretty much it's for everyone. Actually, my wife saw this and was kind of really impressed with the overall build. At first, she didn't even know it was a laptop. She thought it was a tablet or something. She looked at it and saw that, oh, it's a laptop, and she was quite impressed. She hardly gets impressed when it comes to technology and gadgets. As far as I'm concerned, everything is the same to her, but pretty much this is fancy and new. So the fact that it caught her eyes, I think it's an eye catcher as a laptop goes. So yeah, that's all I got to say. It's really light, so I think it fits in your bag. It's something you can carry around, have it in Starbucks, have it in wherever you are, sit down, open this thing up, fire it up, and pretty much get to work or get to do whatever you want to do. Don't try to use it for high power processing kind of work. I'm talking like editing videos on high 4K and all that kind of stuff, or you're trying to do some high performance gaming with it. I really don't recommend you do that. But as far as every other thing goes, this is pretty much a nice laptop. And for Samsung products that I've never used or tried to give a chance to use, I think I like this. I like this. So anyway, guys, leave a comment in the comment section. I would love to read your side and see what you got to say about this thing right here. Look at that. Look at it. Look at that. Like it's so light that I can really with one hand just throw it away, but you know, I'm not gonna do that. This is $1,000. I mean, come on now. I'm not gonna throw this away and risk getting $1,000 back. Okay, I'm gonna stop playing. All right, but there you have it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I will catch you guys next week. Until then, stay safe.